It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you...
A big scene, and he might go all the way. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit 3rd best in the NFL at stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The first catch there for the NFL's leading receiver in week 1 in terms of yardage. Also a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. The slant pass complete to Swift. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the fourth-year man. It's Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. You look at this Eagle defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Course in the effort with Hassan Reddick. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Philadelphia. Here's Watkins. 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with the PAT. And they'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's an knowledge gain from being in this league for a long time. He's on the hard way when you give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to do it.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Cousins. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting it go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Cousins now. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. Your first hand completion with a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fourth down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins with a second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got it with the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Chandler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Carter in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Hurts fumbles it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Keep it moving. Go offense. Get a touchdown, baby. Get a touchdown.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right. Let's spread this all around this drive.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Scoring on this drive. I feel it.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's second and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, Hurts. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got it bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the route is on So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Final play of the half. Cousins. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Vikings nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. They've backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-six, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it would have been complete.
But when the running game's not working sometimes, you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And, Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Watkins in motion left.
Hey, 73, 73.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And the slot man goes in motion left.
73, 73.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Smith catches left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now they're in the hurry up. Motion left, Smith.
63, 63, 63.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Well, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Cousins now. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Third and short yardage. Cousins. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A gain of 5.
To the air again. It's Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They run it with Chandler. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You know that expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Smith in, and it's a fumble. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
To throw is Cousins. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Great. Hey, easy, 63, bang.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Smith, and once again, he's got it. Touchdown! Devin Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over. They just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devin with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
31 yards there and a first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Second and a couple.
And 2 at the 36-yard line.
Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And they are going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to have the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be